What's going on today? Back at it. Chad Whitcomb bee removal. We're in Thompson, Connecticut, and we actually got, I think it's one nest, but we got a hole right here that they're flying out of. Trying to wait, a bunch just flew out of there. There's one. There's another one. And then we have this hole right here with a bunch of yellow jackets are flying out of there. They want to cut these bushes down halfway. And there's a good nest in there. I'm going to turn this around. I'll show you. I'm going to get it set up. Remember, no pesticides ever. Get the bee vac. I'm going to get everything set up over here. I'm going to bring you back. So this is your time to get what you got to get to watch the video. Hold tight. Okay, we got this flipped around. Let's see if we can take a look. It's super thick, so I gotta see where they're going in here. All right, so it's deeper than I thought, so hence why they're coming into here. So let me look in there, figure it out, try to get a location and get back to you here. All right, so check this out. They're right there waiting, going up underneath. I'm not sure how deep it goes yet, but we're gonna lift it up and see what we can get here and open this up so I can get the hose right here and introduce myself and say, how you doing? Knock on their door. Give me a sec. So I'm just trying to prop up these limbs here, this bush, and you can see a little disturbance what it does. So there's one on my hand right now trying to sting me. So let's open the hole, which should be right there. Get it opened up and see if we can view the nest a little bit. But when you see this much flying, you know there's a good colony. All right, I had to get the vacuum going here. You can see I've been pulling the pine needles away and so forth, so it still goes in a little bit. Haven't exactly found a nest yet, but they're going in deep. But I wanted to work with all the angry ones flying around. There is a ton in this nest, so you could be hurt really quickly with this one. So plus it's super hot today, like the humidity. There's a heat warning today as well, so it doesn't help. Angry pants are on in full effect, and they are not happy. So there is a few flying around and still trying to sting me. Okay, so we got paper, and the closer I get in, the more angrier they are. So let's keep working them because there is a ton. All right, we got some of it calmed down here. Look how this nest is just tucked in there perfectly. All that insulation was wrapped around them. Got it out of there. Poke and prod the nest a little bit to get them upset to come out. And I'm gonna see if we can loosen this up and kind of get it right here, and we can work with it, and we can look for the queen. All right, let's see how much is behind it here. Sorry, tight spot. So a couple branches are holding it. I'm just trying to see what I need to do in the backside here to release. Oh, there we go. We got it. We got the nest. Okay. There's the nest. Now we just got to kind of work and make sure we're good here. Let me show you real quick how big this is. Like how big this one is. I'm going to start sucking some of these up. I'm going to pick through and look for the queen. So I apologize. I looked. Oh, there she is again. I got to catch her. All right, so I apologize. As I looked into where the nest was, I saw her crawling around, so I had to grab her. So here she is. Look at the size of this queen. That is a giant queen. super, super, I mean, they're so pretty, but that would hurt a lot of people. So let's do the old, I'm not really set up because everything kind of happened kind of quickly here, so I apologize, but we're gonna get her where she needs to be so I can deal with the rest of the nest. And she goes down the pipe. So I'm just gonna put this in a bag because the queen was out. There's no sense in breaking this apart. Well, all those white caps are ones ready to come out. And you can see the size of the comb. It's probably about 8 inches wide. And there's some layers here, so this could have blew up a couple hundred in a few days easily. So Whitcomb bee removal, Chad Whitcomb. We're in Thompson, Connecticut. No pesticides ever used. Probably the biggest ground nest yet this year. They're starting to happen, so be careful. As I always say, if you're going into do a ground nest yourself, you saw how far they were. If you're spraying pesticides here to where you saw the hole was, they were back about 20 inches. So I'm gonna get this in the bag, gonna remove the rest of what's flying around, and we out. So appreciate you all, love you, and God bless. Till the next one, keep on scratching. Okay, as you see, that's where the nest was. All cleared, good to go. Like I said, they were flying from here in, and they were going back about 20 inches. So that's why spraying pesticide isn't the way to go. So as they all come down to the bucket, there's a ton flying in there. That's why you don't mess with those by yourself.